News OK's Press Row with the Oklahomans Barry Trammell and Jenny Carlson is powered by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'.
I'm Barry Trammell, and there are some interesting things to look for in Norman and Stillwater on Saturday during the spring football games. At OU, backup quarterback Blake Bell. At OSU, what uniforms will the Cowboys be wearing?
All interesting questions. I got some questions myself. From the Opopco Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching the Press Row. I'm Jenny Carlson. Press Row is sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. Barry, let's talk about Norman first. You say Blake Bell is the thing you're most interested in seeing. Why?
Well, I mean, this is a guy that we've heard a lot about. He's from up in Wichita. Anybody that really wanted to watch him in high school, you could drive up there in no time, but most of us didn't. So we've heard a lot about him. Son of an NFL player, big strapping lad, heir apparent to Landry Jones. This is our first real chance to look at him. So I'm sort of fired up to see what kind of a football player Blake Bell is. He won't be able to be touched. He's going to wear one of those blue jerseys that look so funny on Owen Field. But he's going to get to run around, throw the ball. I'm anxious to see what Blake Bell looks like.
A guy I'm interested to see is Brandon Williams, the Oklahoma running back. A new kid coming in at semester as a freshman. He's going to get a chance to play in the spring game. Obviously, running back, the position itself is going to be intriguing in the spring game in Norman. You've got no DeMarco Murray for the first time, and it seems like forever. And we've seen some glimpses of some of these other guys. But do we really know? Can Roy Finch carry the load? Can Brennan Clay be the guy that they give the ball to a lot? Well, we've heard a lot about Brandon Williams, a guy that has really electrified OU practices in the spring. We'll see. Now, what about Stillwater, Barry? You say uniforms are the most interesting thing?
Well, I got an idea for Mike Holder and his marketing crew. Well, we've got the report that says OSU is going to go all Oregon on us and have all these funky Nike uniforms. Hey, embrace it. Promote it. Announce that you're going to unveil a bunch of the Nike uniforms Saturday. People are going to go to your football games in September. You don't have to worry about that. Spring games always been sort of an event in Stillwater. Hey, promote the heck out of this. Say, come and see the new uniforms. Let's see the new Nike uniforms in the OSU spring game. Oregon's known for those uniforms. 19-year-old running backs, are attracted to people like the Ducks because of the yellow and green and black and gray uniforms. I think Oklahoma State can do the same thing.
I don't know what uniforms they'll be wearing on Saturday, and I don't really know what numbers these guys are, but the guys I'm interested in seeing on Saturday in Stillwater are the backup quarterbacks. We know what Brandon Weeden can do. I can't imagine that he's going to play a ton, although with the new offensive coordinator, Todd Monken, we may see a little more of Brandon Weeden than we would have otherwise, but I think we're going to get a chance to see some of these backups. A J.W. Walsh, perhaps, just to see what some of these guys can do. Todd Monken has talked about the fact that he's having a hard time really distinguishing what some of these backups are capable of. They're playing mostly with the twos in practice, and you're using a backup offensive line, you're using a backup receiver core. So a chance to see maybe some of these guys with the first team offense and how they perform. Oklahoma State has yet to really solidify who that backup is going to be. I'm going to be interested to see how they perform under the lights on Saturday. And what uniforms they're wearing, that could be interesting too. Hey, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoma.
News OK's Press Row with the Oklahomans Barry Trammell and Jenny Carlson is powered by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'.